Hello guys and welcome back to the latest Porsche 911 to arrive here with us at ALX Specialist Cars. This one, incredibly special. The colour, probably one of my absolute favourites on these cars. They call this Riviera Blue. It is of course a cost option colour. Now amongst the colour, it comes with a load of other specification as well. In today's video we're going to be highlighting all of that and also highlighting why this car is particularly different from the rest on the market. And I'm not even talking about the optional extras. My name is Will and you're watching ALX Specialist Cars. So the Porsche 911 we've got here is the 991.2. It's a 2016 model Carrera 4S. It's covered less than 23,000 miles, so not a lot at all. The optional extras obviously start with the colour, which I think is absolutely incredible, and it's complemented very well by the 20-inch Carrera Classic alloy wheels. Again, an optional extra. But the optional extras start even before the wheels and the colour. They start at the front of the car. They start with the headlights. These are the PDLS Plus headlights, so you get the sort of 4 dots you'll know the PDLS come with, and yeah, that is an expensive option and one that is very, very useful on this car for evening and nighttime driving. Now the Porsche 911 comes with over 400 brake horsepower and a 0 to 60 time of less than 4 seconds, and of course it is all-wheel drive, so the power is delivered very, very efficiently. Hidden behind the Carrera Classic alloy wheels, you've also got the red calipers with the Porsche emblem stamped on them, which again, I think is super, super cool. And just another reason I love this car. Now the Porsche is all about, it's a driver's car, isn't it? It's all about the driver, how the driver feels, how the driver sits, and the experience you get while driving this car. That is accentuated, I would say, by the panoramic roof, which this one is of course fitted with. And again, that is an optional extra. Just floods the cabin with a lot of natural light and adds a really different driving dynamic to the car when you're in the cabin, I feel. Now I said this car, sort of optional extras aside, is incredibly unique from the rest on the market. Now the reason I say that is because this car has only been owned by one owner. From brand new, it's only had one owner from 2016, and he's then sold the car to us. So we're incredibly appreciative to be able to retail such a beautiful car, and again, a one-owner example which you don't find very often on any of the Porsche product. Now, as well as all the optional extras that you can see, there are some that you cannot. On the rear of the car, you get the spoiler, of course, that comes with the Porsche 911, that is standard, but that is a retractable spoiler as well. There's a button on the inside of the cabin, so you can raise and lower that as you wish, but if you get to a certain speed, it will raise automatically. Now the options that you perhaps cannot see, unless you're looking closely, are the sports exhaust system, which this one has got. And again, that comes with a button inside, so you can have that on, you can have that off, and it really just brings the car to life, I feel. The Porsche badges are also all in black, which is an optional extra. As you'll see, gloss black, that's an option, and one that I feel fits the wheels and the colour scheme very, very well indeed. Of course, being a rear engine car, you've got no boot on this, you've just got this, and the slats do actually lift up just to reveal the oil and things like that. You don't get a lot in there, but you do get storage at the front, of course. If you are watching this video, chances are you're wondering how it actually is to be a driver. What sort of features and functions do you get? Well, before we actually get in the cabin, the options start on the outside. To get in, it's fully keyless, so as long as I've got the keys in my pocket, I can open and lock it just with my hand. So to lock it, simply rest your finger there and it locks the car. And to unlock it, it's even easier. You just grab the handle, it recognizes that your hand is there and it unlocks the car. Really sort of clever technology. And again, that is of course an optional extra, which most things that you're seeing around the car are. Getting over the car, you'll step over the stainless steel door plates there, which again, an optional extra. Contrast stitching throughout the cabin, which really does make it a nice place to be, and that is something that's paid for also. On the inside of the cabin, you get the Porsche crest on the headrests, part electronic seats as well. The dashboard is entirely made of leather. The headline, Alcantara, even the sun visors. The owner, who purchased this from new, decided he would prefer them in Alcantara, which he did, of course, have to pay for. We'll hop inside the cabin now, check out a few of the features. We don't really need to touch on the Porsche build quality because of course, I'm sure you guys know, it's next level, but we will touch on it anyway, as well as some of the features that you can see and also can't. Now we're inside the Porsche 911, guys. By the way, this is a 4-seater car, believe it or not, so there is space in the back if you want to bring your friends along, though I'd say it's more focused on the two front, driver and passenger. But just to reiterate a few of the points I mentioned, the contrast stitching which runs throughout, you can see it's on there, it runs on there, it even runs along the armrest as well. Just adds to the premium feel. It's not a big thing to a lot of people, but I feel it's all these little touches that add up to make it such a special place to be. The smallest optional extra I've noticed, the one that a lot of people may not even realise is an option, is the air vents are actually finished in leather. The air vent slats are finished in leather. I mean, how premium and just cool is that? And of course, that is an option. Overhead, the panoramic roof is, of course, you can close it. It's got the electronic privacy blind as well, so you can close that entirely as well, and it'll be much more darker, moodier place to be. To turn the car on is also fully keyless. If I click the ignition just once, it all lights up, the screen comes to life. Fully touchscreen, by the way. It comes with your telephone connectivity, radio, settings, all the stuff you would expect. And then the controls down here are for your heated seats, your temperature, climate controls. This little section here I would say is much more important. The middle one is how you control the panoramic roof. The ones on the left is your sport driving modes. So you switch the vehicle up into sport with that one, which tunes the suspension to also be much more sporty. But if you didn't want the car to be in sport mode, you just wanted a normal driving mode, yet you wanted the stiffer suspension, then you can tune that independently. The ones on the right, the retractable spoiler, which we spoke about. The second one in is the important one, and that's the sports exhaust, which you can activate without the vehicle being in sport mode. And then as a place to be, the 911, it's not going to be the biggest car, is it? But of course it does come with the Porsche signature cup holders. Push the little trim down there, and these open up like that. If you haven't been in a Porsche before, you may not even realise they're there. But yeah, one of the super cool things that I love about Porsche. The other thing is the armrest does actually lift up. That reveals a wireless phone charger, a USB port as well. So you can store your phone belongings in there, which is very, very nice. So guys, that is the Porsche 911 finished in Riviera Blue. I mean, what a colour and what a car. And the condition, genuinely, I cannot see you guys being disappointed with this at all. I think the rarest thing of all is the fact it's only had one owner from brand new. Clearly goes to show how much he's loved it and how much I'm sure you will as well if you are the purchaser of this vehicle. So if you would like any more pictures, videos, or simply information on the car, then please do let me or any of the sales team know. We'll be all more than happy to help. Thanks for watching, guys. This was the Porsche 911. We'll see you next time.